So to start off this look, I'm going to be priming my face with the Hydrating Primer by Laura Mercier. And then just taking this Sigma Dual Fiber brush, I'm just going to buff that in. Next, I'm going to be taking this black pencil by Wet n Wild, and this is so that I can start drawing the guidelines so that I know what I want to paint next. I'm going to start by outlining my cheekbones, and I'm just going to kind of curve it and take it upwards. I'll leave this footage in so you can know exactly what I'm trying to do. You can pretty much shape it to how you like according to your face structure. Now, don't worry too much about this part being perfect because we're going to clean it up later with the paint. Now we're going to work on the area of the chin. It's super simple. You can use the reference photo to see exactly what it looks like. Like I said, we can go back and reshape it how we like later on. Next, I'm going to move on to the eyes. And the good thing about this is you can cover your eyebrows. You don't have to worry about concealing them. We're just going to go and take this right around like so. Now her nose is shaped sort of like a heart, so I'm just going to do the best I can with this big nose I was blessed with. Next, I'm just going to draw circles around my eyes so that we can fill those in afterwards also. Next, I'll be taking this Mayron Clown White paint, and I'm going to start off by just getting a little bit on my finger and dabbing it in the areas that I'm going to fill in. And to buff out the bigger parts, I'm going to use this brush by Il Makiage. This is the number 100 foundation brush. Now, I want it to be more opaque, so I'm just going to take some on my fingers and then start dabbing it on there and blending it out with my fingers. I found that this is a little bit easier to do than to use a brush. So now you should look something like this. We're going to take some baby powder and set it because you do not want to skip this step. Otherwise, the paint is just going to smudge everywhere. So I'm just taking this generic white baby powder that I got from Target, and I'm going to use a brush and just dab it all over my face. Next, I'm going to take some more white, and I'm just going to fill in the part under my eye. Next, I'm going to be taking this Glitterazzi Press and Play Lip Gloss by Hard Candy, and I'm going to use this as a base for my eyeshadow. This is going to be really simple. I know Mama Imelda has like a dark purple shade, but using this lighter pink, it's going to stand out more against all the black that we're going to put around our eye. Next, I'm going to be taking this Miracle Palette by Glam Light Cosmetics. I do have a discount code with them, which is JDESTV, just to let you know. I'm going to be picking up the shade Beautylicious first, and then I'm going to top it with Amor. So here I'm applying the next shade, Amor, and I'm just going to use it pretty much in the center area to give it more of that shine. Next, picking up this Body Art water activated paint set. This is I got off of Amazon. I'm going to be taking this black paint right here, and I'm going to start filling in the areas that I want black. Now for this part, you really want to get it as clean as possible against the white. That way it'll look better and it'll stand out more. So just take your time and fill everything in. Next, I'm going to fill in the nose area, and I'm going to try to shape this as best as I can to resemble a heart. And then I'm going to fill in around the eyes. Now, I almost forgot, and you might want to do this before everything else, is fill in your waterline with white. That way it blends in more with the eyes. Picking up this shade by the ColourPop Smoke Shop palette, I'm going to take a little bit and ever so lightly, I'm just going to apply this above the eye hollows. And I'm going to take a little bit more paint and just fill in this area so that my skin is not visible. Now, taking this paint by CC Beauty, I'm going to take a little bit of a mixture of this blue and white shade. And I'm just going to use this to start drawing in the little details. Now, Mama Imelda has about 7 of these, so I'm just going to space them out. Next, I'll be mixing this red and blue together so that I can create this purple hue that I want to use to fill in these little flower petals, I guess you could call them. Now I'm going to go in and just redetail these lines. Now I'm just going to kind of set this purple with another shade over it. You can use any purple you like. You can use transparent powder. I actually underestimated the color, the pigment to this, so it's a little bit darker, but that's okay. Next, I'm going to be taking this purple shade and I'm just going to apply them in the center of these little flower petals. And next, let's draw this little design that she has on her forehead. I'm going to start in the center and then just draw a little swirl and a long tail. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So this is as close as I could get it to look like what she has. I'm sorry, I think the footage erased of me trying to film this part, but as you can see, you guys can improvise. Next, I'll be taking a lip pencil and I'm just going to draw these circles. There's about 7 of these dots. Now for this, I'm just using some lipstick on a little detailed brush. And to be honest, I should have moved this down closer to the cheek area. Next, I'll be taking a little bit more gray shadow and I'm just going to apply some shadow here so that we have some more definition. Now with the light hand, I'm just going to add a little bit of shading here just to give it a little bit more shadow, and then a little bit on the forehead as well. Next, we're going to work on the lower half. Now, I just want to say, please don't mind my lips. I know it looks like Mama Imelda got a lip job, but I ended up changing the lips smaller, but I didn't get to film that, so yeah, that's why it looks so funny right now. But anyways, let's go ahead and do this. I'm taking this paint and I'm pretty much just going to create a shirt or a blouse, I guess, because I don't have a purple one like Mama Imelda, so I'm going to have to just paint one on for right now. Now for the neck, I'm just going to take some white paint. Don't worry about making this too pretty right now. I'm going to take some and then just drag a straight line all the way down. Next, I'm going to start adding some of the ribs. I'm going to start by the collarbone and just follow my natural collarbone. And then I'm going to draw 2 more rows down. Next, I'm going to take my black paint and just fill in the other areas. I'm also going to black out my ears. If you have a lot of hair, then you probably can skip this part if you don't want to do this because the hair might be covering it anyways. But I'm just going to do it just in case. So here I almost forgot that you need to drag the black from your neck all the way down to just right above your shoulders. Otherwise it's going to look funny. So you might want to do that before you apply the rest of the makeup on your chest. Next, before moving on, you want to make sure that you set the white, which I did not film. And obviously I'm going to go back with the black and clean up everything. But here I'm just going to add some shadows to the bones. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I decided to change the background to white because it felt like my hair stood out a little bit more. So don't forget to add those white streaks in your hair just to give it a little bit more of the Mama Imelda touch. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed week and we'll see you next time.